Thailand holds emergency energy meeting amid Middle East crisis. Thailand's Deputy Prime Minister and Energy Minister, Pirapan Sararathavibaga, convened an emergency meeting on Monday to address potential energy disruptions. This follows a U.S. strike on Iranian nuclear facilities and a vote in Iran's parliament to close the Strait of Hormuz, a vital artery for 20% of the world's oil supply. Thailand relies on the Middle East for about 60% of its crude oil, most of which passes through this strait. The Energy Ministry confirmed that Thailand currently holds 60 days' worth of oil reserves, 22 days of crude, 20 days of crude in transit, and 18 days of refined products. Authorities warn that if the situation escalates, management measures will be enacted to safeguard the country's oil supply, reinforcing national energy security and public confidence. Concerns also extend to liquefied natural gas, LNG, a key electricity fuel, much of which is shipped through Hormuz. The Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand, EGAT, has been tasked with securing cheaper alternative LNG sources to help stabilize electricity prices. Separately, Boonsongthap Shayuth, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Labor, welcomed home 22 Thai workers returning from Israel late last night. Their return, delayed due to the ongoing conflict, was fully funded by their employer. Additionally, 9 more Thai nationals working in Israel are expected to return on Friday, June 27, after formally requesting to leave because of the unrest. Thailand restricts cannabis use, shifts focus to medical only. Thailand's Public Health Ministry has introduced new regulations to control cannabis use, curbing widespread recreational use and reinforcing its medical-only purpose. Effective June 23, cannabis flower is now classified as a controlled herb. Licenses are required for all research, export, sales, or processing. Sales must come from certified cultivation sources. The new rules prohibit sales in general business settings, except by licensed medical practitioners, ban vending machine and online sales, forbid advertising, and restrict sales in public areas like temples, parks, dormitories, zoos, and amusement parks. Public Health Minister Somsak Thepsutin confirmed that cannabis is likely to return to the narcotics list, citing ongoing misuse. He stressed the new policies align with the Prime Minister's directive for strictly medical use under prescription. New licensing regulations will also require establishments to have an on-site physician. Somsak criticized the Bum Jathai Party's renewed push for a Cannabis Act, calling it a dream, and blaming prior legislative failures for today's regulatory vacuum. He denied political motivations, citing it as a long-standing policy issue. Bum Jathai, the party behind Thailand's initial cannabis liberalization, has since withdrawn from the government, citing national sovereignty concerns after a leaked call between Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra and former Cambodian leader Hun Sen. Now in opposition with 69 seats, the party plans to file a no-confidence motion against the Prime Minister and her cabinet in early July. Thai pig farmers sound alarm over U.S. pork imports. Pork is a dietary staple for millions of Thai households and a critical part of national food security. The Thai swine industry supports over 100,000 farming families and employs millions, especially in rural areas. However, growing pressure to open Thailand's pork market to imports, particularly from the U.S., is raising alarms. This is not simply a trade issue but a direct challenge to Thailand's agricultural self-reliance. A Thai pig farmer, speaking anonymously, warned that U.S. pork is produced at massive scale and lower cost, while the 145,000 to 190,000 Thai pig farmers, many of them smallholders, operate on thin margins. If U.S. pork enters our market without limits, tens of thousands of Thai farmers could go out of business, he said. The ripple effect would disrupt entire communities and the broader agricultural economy. Proponents of trade liberalization point to short-term consumer benefits and diplomatic leverage, but critics argue the long-term cost is food insecurity. Over-reliance on imports increases vulnerability to supply shocks, price volatility, and loss of disease control. True food security depends on domestic production. Thai pig farmers remain on the front line, feeding the nation day by day. If policymakers truly aim to build a secure and self-sufficient food system, they must invest in local producers, improve veterinary systems, modernize farms, and protect those who feed the nation. Thailand's auto production rebounds for first time in 21 months. Thailand's auto production jumped by 10.32% in May, reaching 139,186 units, marking the first growth in nearly 2 years. The surge was largely driven by a 641.16% increase in battery electric vehicle (BEV) production. Domestic sales rose for the second straight month, up 10.67% to 52,229 units, thanks to increased demand for both electric and internal combustion engine (ICE) passenger cars due to falling prices. However, pickup truck sales slumped by 24.84% due to strict loan approval processes, rising household debt, and sluggish private investment. Political uncertainty surrounding the 2026 budget is also weighing on the economy. Pirapan Patanapan, spokesperson for the automotive industry group of the Federation of Thai Industries, FTI, expects over 100,000 EV registrations in 2025. Still, he warned of potential impacts from delayed government budgets, border tensions with Cambodia, and global conflicts. Meanwhile, finished vehicle exports in May dropped 9.2% year-on-year to 81,071 units, though they were up 23.34% from April. The drop was linked to discontinued shipments of certain passenger car models to the US and Europe. Pickup and hybrid vehicle exports, however, saw gains. The FTI also proposed an old car for new car scheme to boost local sales.